Good evening once again. Welcome to high school basketball on Radio Troy Digital Sports. Tonight, the Red Devils back home after a huge win last night on the road at Indianapolis Tech that sent the Red Devils to 3-2 on the season and 2-0 in the North Central Conference. Tonight, though, they'll take on a completely different style in the Spartans of Connersville. I'm Troy Derikowski, and this is the pregame show brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear. Red Devils got a huge contribution from several players in their win last night, including 22 points and 11 rebounds by Lucas Croft, Andrew Croft with 18, and Marquise Thomas coming off the bench with 16 points. Kareem Jett, another game in which he got into double figures, in which the Red Devils saw him get 12, and Richmond picked up the victory on the road again at Indianapolis Tech by a final score on Friday night of 78-57. So now non-conference action tonight. A Connersville team that'll slow things down. They'll be very deliberate. It'll be a different type of ball game than what we saw last night. The Red Devils have to be prepared for a team that really wants to slow things down and get this game into the 40s. When we come back, we're going to talk about last night's contest, and certainly the inside scoop as always with Richmond's head coach, Shabazz Khalik. We'll get his thoughts about that game and what to expect tonight against the Connersville Spartans. Stay right there. This is high school basketball, and this is the Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Some people are born lucky. Other people take luck into their own hands, avoid stepping on sidewalk cracks, and wouldn't dare walk under a ladder. But whether you're born with luck or make your own, when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance today or visit them online at infarmbureau.com to purchase an auto policy. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shear.
Mendenhall's True Value in Richmond is your local source for the things you need at home or your business every day. Everything from hardware, tools, carpet cleaner rentals, window and screen repair, lawn and garden supplies, as well as hunting and fishing licenses. It's all in one place at Mendenhall's True Value Hardware, right around the corner at 125 Southwest 5th Street in Richmond. Give them a call for more information at 962-4842.
We check them better. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified vehicle is fully inspected and reconditioned by ASE and factory trained technicians. And each Better Buy vehicle comes with a Carfax vehicle history report, so you know you can buy a vehicle with confidence. We back them better with a 3-day satisfaction guarantee. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified comes with a 3-day or 300-mile satisfaction guarantee. If you don't like it within that 3 days or 300 miles, just bring it back and we'll exchange it for a vehicle of equal value. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified vehicle comes with a 12-month, 12,000-mile warranty. We price them better. We have dedicated individuals searching the entire country for the highest quality, lowest price vehicles for our inventory. In today's competitive market, we're constantly monitoring vehicle values to ensure that we're offering the best prices possible. We guarantee that every Wetzel Better Buy vehicle is the highest quality used car or truck around. Our reconditioning process guarantees that you are getting a vehicle as close to brand new as possible, and our warranties back that up.
Coach, you guys are on a roll right now. Let's talk a little bit about last night. It reminded me so much of your game against Marion. You guys had high energy in a tough place to play, as we talked about on Monday, yet you guys just kind of took care of business when you needed to.
Yeah, I thought we got off to a good start. I thought it was our best start of the year so far in terms of those first 4 minutes. We always talk about the first 4 minutes of the first quarter being very important, and I thought our guys came out and we made some shots early, got enough stops to kind of get a lead there, and as the game went on, I thought guys got more comfortable, and you started to see more distribution out there, and made us harder to guard as the game progressed.
And we're going to talk about contributions last night, but your first 5 seem like they're starting to really get to know each other pretty well. That's a group of 5 that's tough to beat.
Yeah, I think they're starting to figure some things out, starting to pick their spots, realizing what each one is capable of doing individually, not stepping out of their comfort zone. And we talk a lot about that. Just do what you're capable of doing to help with the team, and try not to do more than what your capabilities allow you to do, and let the other guys do what they're capable of. It's like any situation you have in life. You're going to be successful if your business is going to be successful. Not everybody can be the CEO.
Yeah.
So you have to be willing to play your part and play your role. And our kids are starting to realize that and understand that. And I think that shows in our point distribution.
I watched Lucas last night, and now we always come to expect that we're going to get 25 out of him. But was he playing down in the paint a little bit more? Because he had 11 rebounds, and he really seemed to be a little more aggressive in that area on both ends of the floor. But was there anything different in his game last night?
Yeah, I thought defensively, he was matched up on a big for them, and that kept him around the paint area, and then that allowed him to be able to pull down some of those rebounds. But I thought he was more physical than he was at all this season or even last season for me. So that was impressive and nice to see. I thought he was aggressive. I thought he played with a little bit of a toughness, a mean streak down there. He realizing that, Jordan was in foul trouble. He was the guy that we needed to step up and deliver on the defensive glass. I thought he did an impressive job of doing that.
Yeah, and he got a few block shots too, didn't he?
He did. And I thought, we talk about the fact that defensively, we don't really have any rim protectors per se. We don't really have the ability to turn teams over per se. But I thought that he did a good job protecting the paint for us against them. And then Kareem's starting to do a much better job of putting pressure on the ball. That's taking teams out of what they want to do, and we're creating some turnover opportunities.
You also seem you've mentioned that before, where Lucas has had to play a little bit tougher because so many teams now are kind of keying on him a little bit and maybe trying to get him out of his game more.
Yeah, I think that it starts with him, and teams realize that, and he and I talk about being a scorer as opposed to being a shooter. I think he gets labeled sometimes as this kid that can really shoot the ball and can stretch the defense. And when the shot leaves his hand, I think everybody has confidence in it going in. But I talk to him constantly about scores. Get it in three ways. They can get it with the shot and get it off the drive, and they can post up. And I think he's capable of doing all three, and it's just getting him to be willing to do all three consistently. And I think this year we're seeing more of that. I didn't see much of that last year. I thought he was a standstill shooter. But this year he's starting to become more of a scorer and extend his game. And I think that shows in not only his average, but also in the amount of free throw attempts that he has.
You bet. Hey, by the way, Marquise coming off the bench, how big was he for you last night? Huh?
He was huge. He did a tremendous job. He plays bigger than he is. If Marquise was 6'5", I think he'd be a low D1 kid just with his toughness, his tenacity, the way in which he plays. He's got heart. He competes at a high level. But for him to go down there and bang and be physical, compete on the glass, and then he just finds his way around the basket. He's a magnet, for the ball, and finished around the rim, which was great to see, and started to feel like he's starting to figure some things out as well with us. And the more he plays, the better he'll be.
Coach, when you look at the game last night overall, maybe the one area that would be of concern a little bit might be the turnovers. Talk a little bit about that, and I'm not sure how many it was, but it was probably a little higher than you'd like it to be. Yeah,
we talked about that. We discussed the fact that we got to do a much better job of taking care of the ball. Too many unforced turnovers. We had a couple, rush travels last night, just not gathering ourselves, taking off before putting the ball on the floor. We had some turnovers in transition where we overthrew somebody or tried to make a pass that wasn't there. Tonight is a prime example of a game in which we have to value possessions. There's not going to be as many possessions as there were last night, so our shot selection's got to be good. Our decision-making's got to be good. And, this is an ideal opportunity for us to realize that, each game is different. And contrasting styles, and we have to be willing to make that adjustment when you get into the postseason. And if you're fortunate enough to win a sectional game, you go on to the next night. That's a different team, different style, different mentality. Are we going to be disciplined enough to match, the discipline of our opponent? Connersville comes in here tonight. I'm sure they're going to want to play it in the 40s. If the game happens to be in the 40s, then we have to make sure that we value every possession that we have.
I go back to last night. I think a little bit about Tech, and I understand they've struggled a little bit, but when they get rolling, they can be pretty dangerous. If you end up falling asleep on them, they're going to surprise you. And they made a couple of runs. Talk about your team's response when they started to make those runs.
I was always confident in our group as the game went on. I thought some of the shots that Tech hit were difficult shots. They banked in a couple shots. They banked in a three, from a couple feet behind the line. The kid hit a three from about 4 feet behind the line, and then they got a running bank, and one to go. So the shots that they were hitting, I felt like were tough shots. So I wasn't concerned about that. I don't think that they broke us down and we're getting easy looks. I thought that the shots they hit were over a hand, and as a coach you can live with that. But I was proud of the fact that we kept our poise. They get a bucket. We wouldn't hold our head. We get the ball out quick. We push in transition and try to match it as quickly as possible. And that's something that I emphasize. I think it takes momentum away if they score. In a situation like that, get it out quick and match that score right away if we can. And it takes all the energy out of the gym and all the energy that they want. But I think their record's a little misleading outside of Warren, who again I think. In all honesty, I'm an honest person. Everybody's playing for second place. If Warren loses because Warren did something wrong, they're just that good. Yeah. So outside of Warren, they've been very, very competitive. In every game they've been in, had a chance to beat North Central, who beat us. Had a chance to beat Anderson, another conference opponent. They lost in overtime in both of those games. So it's a good win for us, and I think it shows the progression that we've made from the North Central game to that game itself.
Always go back, before talking about Connersville more specifically, when you said a couple of weeks ago your team needed to be more mentally tough. You've kind of seen that growth, haven't you, in the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, I think so. I think that that individual confidence has created a change in the culture of our guys. These guys that were hesitant at the beginning of the year, these guys that were passive are starting to become more assertive, more aggressive. They're starting to be willing to be risk takers, be chance takers, and at the same time realizing that that's what we need them to be, and that's what's going to help us be most successful. And because of that, we're seeing that growth. And because of that, we're starting to figure out how to play with one another. Yeah. Guys aren't deferring on scoring opportunities. They're not deferring on situations where they can create a play or make a play. And so early on in the season, the kid could potentially make a play, and he would just reverse the ball, be a ball reversal. Now that kid is trying to make that play for us.
When you speak of Connersville, Gordon, the Silcott kid is gone. They've got a couple of the kids that are gone. Noah Belt is back. As you said a little bit ago, too, they play a little slower, a little more deliberate. You've seen that before, though, so it's nothing new. But they're well coached. There's no doubt about that. When you look over the last 3 years, and they're over 60 wins, they've had now a winning culture there. What have you seen in them so far this year that certainly makes them more dangerous coming into tonight's game?
Well, I think that, they have a recipe that's been in place for quite some time. Their kids grow up in a system. They grow up with an understanding of what their roles and responsibilities are. So nothing changes for them over the course of time. Our kids, are adjusting and adapting to myself. Our kids are adjusting and adapting to different coaching styles, different ideologies that creates a sense of confusion sometimes. With Connersville, throughout their program, there's no confusion about what your roles and responsibilities are because it's structured from the ground up. It has a grassroots sense that is allowed for success. So there's a transition period. One kid graduates, the next kid takes his place. Now, obviously, some kids may not be as talented as others. You're going to run into a situation where, maybe 1 year you don't have the talent that you're accustomed to having, but you still have the same mentality and the same approach. And that's what makes them dangerous. You talk about kids that graduate, but then they replace them with another kid. The kid that's playing at IU East, before him they had was it Noah's? Was it the Smith kid?
Yeah, Smith.
Smith kid that's over at Wesleyan.
Yeah.
They had him. He was a leader. Then you replace him with the kids who has the IU East, and now you look at the Belt kid. So it's just each person knows their roles and responsibilities, and they wait their time, and they don't deviate from what they do. They remind me a lot of Homestead back home.
Okay.
Who year in and year out it's going to be tough. Year in and year out is well coached. Year in and year out, their kids know their responsibilities, and those kids are patient and wait for their opportunity. And when it comes around, they make the most of it. Yeah. So, that's who they are. That's who they're always going to be as long as, they have the same coach, and that makes them very dangerous.
Before I let you go, I go back to last year. First game was in overtime, maybe double overtime. I forget what it was. But in game 2, they just really took it to us in the Wedig tournament. So I don't know if that means anything or not because everything's so different this year. Do you anticipate that they're going to slow this thing down a little bit more tonight, knowing that you guys can get up down the floor, or what do you expect out of them the most tonight?
Yeah, I think they will. I look at last year. Regular season game was obviously close. The Wedig was if I believe was on a back-to-back.
Right.
So, I think Richmond played and had to turn around and play a couple hours later.
Yeah.
It changes the dynamic. You look at last year's team, it was a heavy dose of Harvey. So if Harvey plays big minutes in game 1, he's not going to have the same legs in game 2.
Yeah.
And if Harvey doesn't score, then it's a struggle.
Yeah.
So I think tonight they're not going to come out with that same willingness to put points on the board.
Yeah.
I think they'll want to keep it in the 40s.
Yeah.
I think a more possession game would favor us.
Yeah.
And a more slower pace. More traditional style for them, a more structured, disciplined style they feel would favor them. And so for us, it's going to be a matter of, how willing are we to play defense for 30, 35 seconds. We can't play defense for 30, 35 seconds. They get a score, and we come down and jack a one-passing shot. That's going to put us in a bad spot. So for our guys, it's going to have to be a willingness to be patient. Now, I'm not saying, we have to play their style. I'm just saying, we're going to continue to do what we do, but we have to realize and value possessions. The shots that we took last night may not be the same shots we can take tonight. Exactly. And we have to make that adjustment.
Coach, good luck tonight.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Wish me luck, wish me luck. We've all said it. Thing is, life doesn't run on luck. For most people, it takes careful planning. A lot more than, say, crossing your fingers or toes. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Because as your life changes, your life insurance coverage should do the same. And when it comes to your coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
Back here at the Tiernan Center here on the one and only pregame show brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shearer. Want to remind you tonight's game also brought to you in part by Best Western Classic of Richmond. When you're visiting the Richmond area, there's one clear choice when looking for the best place to stay. That's the Best Western Classic. Best Western Classic of Richmond, you get the most amenities available, including indoor pool, fitness center, conference space, free buffet breakfast, free Wi-Fi, and, of course, a clean, quiet, comfortable room. Best Western Classic of Richmond, 533 West Eaton Pike. Connersville 4-2 coming into this one tonight. They won their last two, including over South Dearborn, 50-43. By the way, Kerry Brown, one of the top coaches not only in the area but around the state, he has over the last 3 years won 69 games and lost only 13. That is very, very impressive when you consider the way the Spartans have turned that program to the upside. Last season, they beat the Red Devils in double overtime, 57-49, and in the Wedig, they won 62-33. Noah Belt, 18 points per game, 5 rebounds. He's the only player in double figures. Clay Garrison, 8 points per game. Jacob Brown, 7 points, 7 rebounds. Garrett Wicks at 7 points per game, and Ethan Smith at 6 points per game. That's the scouting report on the Connersville Spartans. We will come back as we continue on the pregame show brought to you by Kevin Shearer and Farm Bureau Insurance on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Since 1994, Beach Automotive has provided motorists in the Richmond area with comprehensive auto repair services that include car and truck care, alignment, brakes, tires, engine, transmission, and more. You'll be hard-pressed to find the same level of expertise that our auto mechanic specialists provide. For a high-performing vehicle, trust Beach Automotive. To learn more, call 765-966-8181. Beach Automotive, 110 East Main Street, Richmond.
Big Boys Pizza is now open in Richmond, located at 1015 East Main Street, next door to the Civic Theater. The menu has great sandwiches, pasta, salads, and of course, pizza. Come dine in, carry out, or have your food delivered day or night, at home or at the office. Other locations are in Connersville and Brookville. Bring in a sports ticket after any game and receive 10% off your purchase. Ticket must be dated for the same day as your purchase. Dine in, take out, or delivery, Big Boys Pizza. 765-488-0023. Kate's Cages is the #1 indoor training facility for baseball and softball in Richmond by far. With top flight instructors, you will learn how to play the game the right way. Everything from pitching, hitting, catching, and fielding. Kate's Cages will also have the opportunity to participate in triple play fall ball, the softball academy, individual and team camps, and individual private workouts. Kate's Cages Baseball and Softball Indoor Training Facility, 1366 Rose City Boulevard. Call 993-2353 for more information.
back here at the Tiernan Center. Still moments away from the tip-off here tonight. Let's go ahead and take a look at what happened last night in the North Central Conference, as Richmond, by the way, now 2-0. They and Logansport are on top of the conference, both at 2-0 on the season. Lafayette Jeff 1-1, Harrison 1-1, McCutcheon, Anderson, Marion, and Muncie Central all at 1-1 on the year. Kokomo and Tech both at 0-2. Last night, Harrison beats McCutcheon in a very low-scoring game, 40-26. Logansport beat Lafayette Jeff 86-72. Marion over Kokomo 56-55. And Muncie Central down to Anderson 77-51. Again, the Red Devils beating Tech 78-57. Tonight, Anderson plays at Zionsville. It's Central home against Delta. Marion hosting Bishop Dwenger. That's a team we'll see at Marion next week. Lafayette Jeff home against Guerin Catholic. It's Tech on the road at Cathedral. A team, by the way, Cathedral will be at the Weddick tournament this year. Kokomo plays at Huntington North. And Logansport, they are on the road at Maconaquah. Go and check the Tri-Eastern Conference, and right now Union County 3-0. Northeastern is 1-0. Northeastern playing Seton tonight over at Earlham College. Knightstown 2-1. Hagerstown, Winchester both at 1-1. Lincoln, Union City, and Tri all at 0-1 in the season, and Centerville is 0-2. Last night, Hagerstown beat Centerville 70-40. It was Knightstown over Eastern Hancock 61-51. Shenandoah defeats Knightstown, or I should say Northeastern, 63-53. Tri over Cowan 59-53. And it was Union County beating Winchester 57-39. Tonight, Lincoln is at Eastern Hancock. Centerville is at Rushville. Hagerstown at Monroe Central. We mentioned Northeastern playing Seton at Earlham College. And Tri is on the road at Union City. And a quick check of the Mid-Eastern Conference. Shenandoah is 2-0. Randolph Southern at 2-0. Wapahani 1-0 on the year. Blue River 2-1. Eastern Hancock, Monroe Central both at 1-1 on the year. Westdale at 2-2. Cowan is 0-1. Union Modoc 0-2. They've lost 28 straight. And Daleville is 0-3. And last night, Blue River beat Daleville 42-40. John Burton, Virginia over Monroe Central 43-39. Knightstown beat Eastern Hancock 61-51. And it was Wapahani over Westdale 63-62. Alexandria is at Wapahani tonight. Daleville at Westdale. And Lighthouse South is at Randolph Southern. That's an update on area basketball and including the North Central Conference from last night and tonight. We will have the tip-off coming up in a few moments. This has been the pregame show brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
At First Bank Richmond, we provide you with an excellent banking experience. Whether it's personal checking, savings, mortgage loans, consumer loans, retail lending, or trust and investments, you can count on First Bank Richmond. First Bank Richmond has been serving the Richmond area since 1887. For more information, give them a call at 962-2581 or go to their website at firstbankrichmond.com. Georgia Direct is your one-stop source for floor coverings and decorating ideas for remodeling a home, office, kitchen, or bathroom. Their showroom offers quality products from Mohawk, Shaw, Armstrong, Craft Made, and many more. They proudly offer Richmond the best quality and variety of home design solutions at competitive prices. At Georgia Direct, their goal is to deliver an outstanding customer experience from selection through installation. Georgia Direct Carpets and Cabinets, 5200 National Road East, Richmond. Are you looking for the right place to work out? A place where you have several choices and can have fun at the same time? Well, that place is right here in Richmond, Family Fitness Works. Family Fitness Works has spinning, Zumba, kickboxing, core works, kick fit, body pump, body flow, and much, much more. And don't forget, Family Fitness Works also has Richmond's most extensive free weights and Nautilus in the area. Check out their website at familyfitness.com or stop by at 213 North 3rd Street in Richmond.
Best One Tire and Service has been committed to our partners since 1948. With more than 250 locations in 26 states, Best One puts over 1 million tires on the road every year. Superior tires, expert service, competitive prices. Best One Tire and Service, where the best costs less.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark with Best One of Richmond. Because Best One is one of Bridgestone's largest retailers, we offer exclusive Bridgestone savings. Visit us in Richmond to save on Bridgestone tires today.
Indiana University East is growing. Enrollment has doubled since 2007, and IU East is the university of choice in this region. With athletic programs, internship opportunities, bachelor's and master's degrees, and a growing number of degree programs on campus and online, it is easy to see why IU East is a leader on campus and in the community. Learn more about the many opportunities Indiana University East offers at iue.edu. IU. Focused on you.
We're back here at the Tiernan Center. Great to have you with us as we're almost ready to get this one started here tonight. We are right now about 20 minutes behind the scheduled 7:30 start time for tonight's ball game. It's going to give you the starting lineup first off for the Connersville Spartans here tonight. Clay Garrison is a 5'10 junior. He wears number 10. Also in the starting lineup tonight, Garrett Wicks, a 5'10 junior, number 20. Dylan Logan is a 6-foot senior, number 22. Noah Belt is a 3-time letterman for the Connersville Spartans. It seems like Noah's been around forever. 6'1 senior, leads the team in scoring at 18 points per game. He wears number 30. And Jacob Brown, a 6'7 junior, he wears number 50. So again, it'll be Garrison, Wicks, Logan, Belt, and Brown tonight for the Spartans. Red Devils will go with Andrew Croft, a 6'2 sophomore, number 1. Kareem Jetty, 5'7 junior, number 4. Lucas Croft, a 6'5 senior, number 10. Jalen Hillard, a 5'7 senior, number 12. And Jordan Fry, 6'5 senior, number 24. So it'll be Andrew Croft, Jet, Lucas Croft, Hillard, and Jordan Fry. So we are ready to get this one underway here tonight. Always a great matchup between these two teams. Red Devils in their home whites here tonight. Connersville Spartans in they're all red here this evening. By the way, don't forget at halftime we'll be showing the presentation of the first Richmond High School Coaches Hall of Fame. For those of you that are tuning in long distance, we'll have it for you. Tip is won by the Red Devils, and we are underway. By the way, JV lost a tough one tonight, 36-35. Had a chance to win it at the end. Spartans open up man-to-man. Here is Lucas Croft coming off a double-double last night. Bounce pass down to Fry. Red Devils had good ball movement last night. The one thing that you heard Coach talk about in the pregame was the 18 turnovers. A little helter-skelter last night sometimes against Tech. Here's Lucas. Stripped out of his hands, but a whistle and a foul called on Connersville. That may be Dylan Logan. If it's Logan, and it's not, it's going to be Garrett Wicks. So Wicks will pick up his first. Team foul number 1. We mentioned the turnovers last night. There's one right there by the Red Devils. Spartans on the run the other way as Wicks will get stopped. Spartans won't force it, and then there's a travel out front by Noah Belt. We mentioned in the pregame, too, that they're just not a team that is going to beat themselves very often. And what the Spartans will attempt to do is make you just beat yourself by making a lot of mistakes. So each team with a turnover here in the first half. Kareem Jett. Red Devils are looking perhaps to Lucas Croft on that alley-oop dunk that he had in that contest against Tech last night. Croft from deep, can't get it to fall. Tipped up by Fry. Spartans come away with it. So Red Devils miss an opportunity early. Garrison across the timeline. 6:43 to go in the opening period of play. Boite got away with a hook right there, and Brown will score. Jacob Brown. And the Spartans lead it 2-0. Brown at 6'7". Able to give the Spartans some size underneath. Fry at the top. Here's Lucas Croft. Will find his brother Andrew on the left wing. Red Devils at times have had a slow start scoring and still can end up getting 60, 65, 70 points. So don't be too worried about a slow start yet. Here's Hillard. Jet will reverse it around the perimeter now to Andrew Croft. Behind the back dribble, stops baseline. Gets tied up, and it'll be thrown away. And so the Red Devils now have 2 turnovers. And that's what Coach talked to us a little bit in the pregame and even off the air, that what Connersville will do, and really, though they play to win, yes, they play more for you to lose, which I think is an interesting philosophy theory. They let you make the mistakes. Here's Brown, the kick out. And they won't take very, very many bad shots either. Noah Belt on the drive, kisses off the glass, missed it, gets the rebound, blocked from behind by Lucas Croft. Here come the Red Devils. Hillard will find Jet. Jet to the rim, can't get it to go as he falls to the floor. Rebounded by Jordan Fry, and the Red Devils have the basketball. Jet will fire from the baseline, no, and the rebound by Brown. Red Devils stay scoreless here with 5:13 to go in the opening quarter. Dylan Logan loses the basketball in Connersville with their second turnover of the night. Well, both teams played last night. It's never an excuse of why something happens the next night from a sluggish playing standpoint, but sometimes it just takes a little bit of time to get going. Nice pass inside, Andrew Croft. 18 points last night, ties the ball game at 2 apiece. Andrew's so active around the basketball. Seems like every time the ball's in the area, he's there as well. Shot fake, pull-up jumper by Wicks, no. There's Lucas Croft with a rebound. The Ball State commit will bring it across the timeline. Spins, and they get him for a travel, though there was plenty of contact. That'll be the 3rd turnover now by Richmond. So now Red Devils again back on defense. Entry pass. Here is Brown. Nice up and under by Brown, but blocked from behind by Lucas Croft. His second block of the night. And so now the Red Devils, we've played almost halfway through this opening period, and a warning on Coach Kalik. He was out of the box, and so they moved him back. That's a warning. Some think that's kind of ticky-tack, and the Red Devil crowd lets the official know they didn't particularly like that call. Boy, if this is the game that you're looking at, and you're thinking about getting down to the end of this one, and it ends up being a low-scoring game. That's exactly what they want it to be in. There is Lucas with the shot. And ball goes out of bounds. It'll go back to the Spartans. So we've gone under the 4-minute mark, and we're still tied at 2 apiece. This is the kind of game the Spartans want to play. There's Garrison. Neither team, though, has made a change. Really haven't had to. We haven't seen much action up and down the floor. No one should be tired yet. Pull-up Belt. Yes. Red Devils wanted to push off. Noah Belt gets on the board. 4-2 now. Spartans with the lead. Coming up on the 3-minute mark, you see the scoreboard there in the background. Lucas top. Jordan Fry shot fake, drives, feeds off. Here is Andrew. The shot on the way good. Andrew Croft for 3. Andrew has all the Red Devil points. Shot well again last night, and the Red Devils now lead it by 1 here in the opening period of play. The drive down the lane, contact, and they may get Jordan Fry. He thought he was straight up and down. I believe he probably was. It was on him. So Fry picked up some quick fouls last night. 2:39 remaining in the opening period of play, and we'll head to the free throw line for the first time as Garrison unable to get it to go. Second free throw good, and we're tied now at 5 apiece. 1 of 2 for Garrison. That is Andrew Croft. The Red Devils spread the floor once again. Off the screen, Lucas on the right wing. 2:25 to go in the quarter. Lucas stops, 17-footer good. So Lucas on the board for the first time, coming off a 22-11 performance last night. Ended up with 3 or 4 blocks as well. His best rebounding game as a Red Devil coming last night. 7-5. Connersville basketball. Here in the low post is Brown, the kick out. Good ball movement again by the Spartans. In no hurry if it's not there. Baseline drive. Nothing there for Garrison. Again, contact and belt, and they're going to get him for a travel. Third turnover now by Connersville, each team with 3. Now the Spartans make a change. We'll see Ethan Smith come in, a 6'3 junior. Coming out of the lineup will be Dylan Logan. Another change for Connersville. This will be number 5, which is Jonah Graham, a 5'7 sophomore, and that'll put Garrett Wicks on the bench. Minute 44 remaining here in the first quarter. Boy, there's a turnover right there, near turnover. Noah Belt coming from behind. He'll pick up the foul. So Belt picks up the first foul, and that's team foul number 2 on Connersville. Red Devils again will find Lucas Croft. Lucas to Fry. Long range shot on the way. It's no good, and the rebound by Graham. Spartans have a chance to tie as we're down a minute 18 in the opening period. Weddick tournament, by the way, coming up here very, very soon. We'll have a ton of games for you right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports. That is Jacob Brown. Here is Garrison. Three-pointer good. Garrison for 3. So Garrison now with 4, and the Spartans lead at 8-7. Again, this is the pace they want to play. Red Devils love to get up and down the floor a little bit more here tonight. Andrew Croft at the right elbow. Croft will give it up again as the Red Devils work it to the front. Lucas Croft, Fry with the screen. Croft with the crossover. Pull-up shot is on the way. Short, tipped in the air, and it'll be Connersville basketball. Red Devils have not gone to their bench. The starting 5 so far going the entire opening period of play. Connersville will play for 1 right here as we come to the end of the opening period. Andrew Croft on the guard. This is Noah Belt. Belt gets the screen. Belt pull up from 15. Got it. Big time bucket right there by Noah Belt. 2 seconds to go. Red Devils basketball at the buzzer. No, and they call him for a travel. So actually, that's a turnover on Richmond. It came before the clock ran out. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. After 1, Connersville on top of Richmond, 10-7.
Hey, this is Steve, and out at Jiffy Lube the other day, a customer came in and said, Steve, this was my 100th oil change on this car, and you've done them all.
Hi, my name is George Farrell, and I've been coming to Jiffy Lube for over 14 years. I recently just had my 100th oil change. I'd like to thank Steve Funkhauser and his staff for the great service that they've provided me over the years. Thank you to all, and I would recommend anyone to come to Jiffy Lube to get their car serviced.
Jiffy Lube, #1 in customer satisfaction for a reason.
Finding just the right used car can be a daunting task unless you shop at Tony's Car Sales in Richmond. Hi, this is Troy Naragowski. I can guarantee you one thing. Tony's professional staff will help you every step of the way without all that pressure of buying a new car. Hey, I bought my last 2 cars from Tony's, and it has been a great experience every time. Tony's has lots of one-owner cars, SUVs, and trucks ready for you today. Tony's Car Sales, 250 National Road West in Richmond.
We're back here at the Tiernan Center in a low-scoring opening period of play, 10-7. Red Devils down by 3. It'll be Spartan basketball. Garrison with 4. Belt also with 4 points, leading the way for the Spartans. Brown with 2 points. There's a drive and the basket good. That is Ethan Smith. So now the Red Devils trail at 12-7. Ethan Smith getting his first 2. Red Devils led by Andrew Croft with 5. Lucas Croft with 2 points. So they have all the points. The brothers Croft like last night early. Hillard. Fry shot fake. Kick back to Hillard. Nothing there. Connersville crowd likes the defense played here by the Spartans. They have a 5-point lead. We said earlier they don't make many mistakes, so you got to really be patient. Hillard once again will find Kareem Jett. Croft wanted the basketball, didn't get it. Here's Hillard once again. Red Devils running that motion, a lot of flex cutting. Here is Lucas on the drive, lost it, saved by Hillard, and then goes off the hands of Garrison. Well, once again, Lucas looking for the foul, and he's going to get a lot of contact. Boy, we talked about that last night, and even the previous game against Marion. Teams are going to be a little more physical with him just to try to get him more frustrated. Certainly don't want the ball to be in his hands if they can prevent it. Here's Jett at the elbow. 6:25 to go here in the quarter, and the Red Devils still at 7. Hillard gets the screen by Fry, and back once again out front to Kareem Jett. The Red Devils have not gone to their bench yet, so right now, Coach Kalik really shortening that bench in this one here tonight. There's a near steal. Good hustle, and they're going to say that Andrew Croft touched it last, and the Red Devils now with their 5th turnover here in the first half. Again, we looked last night, 18 turnovers unofficially. So we come up on the 6-minute mark as Garrison will bring it across the timeline. Stolen away, Andrew, one-on-one the other way, off the glass and good. 7 points now by Andrew Croft, 4 turnovers by the Spartans, and the Red Devils trail it by 3. Spartans again in the half court. Red Devils stay man-to-man. Croft in the middle. Pull-up shot is on the way, good. Boy, too, what Garrison shoots well, the junior. And Garrison now with 6 points. And the Red Devils down by 5 now here in the second quarter. 5:13 remaining. Jett once again at the elbow right side. He has Andrew Croft to his right. Lucas in the left corner. This is Hillard. Lucas down on the baseline. Skip pass to Andrew. Under the 5-minute mark. Once again, Red Devils around the perimeter. And Richmond just not having much luck running this set. Andrew off the screen. Can't get it to go, but he's going to be fouled by Clay Garrison. That'll be Garrison's first, and by the way, that is the 3rd team foul. And that's going to put Andrew at the line. And Andrew knows one thing he's got to be better at. That's at the free throw line. And that one's missed. Probably more of a mental thing than anything right now. Back in the ball game is Jacob Brown. 4:45 remaining here in the second quarter. 1 of 2. Garrett Wicks has now checked in. Wicks, the starter here tonight for the Spartans. It'll be Connersville basketball. Here's Ethan Smith. Noah Belt stops, fires, and hits a three-point bucket. Noah Belt, and he's playing with a ton of confidence. He's a veteran. He's been around a long time. And the Red Devils, 7 points now by Noah Belt, and Richmond down by 7. We mentioned Raphael Dean about ready to come in. Both teams played last night. So you know you're probably a little sluggish on a Saturday, but when it comes to tournament time, you'll have to learn how to play multiple games in a short amount of time. And that ball goes out of bounds. Turnover by the Red Devils. That's number 6. So Raphael Dean will come in. Raphael is a high-energy player. Certainly glad to see him back from his energy. Raphael, 6'3", and a junior. Don't forget at halftime the celebration of the Hall of Fame coaches. That's a turnaround jumper good as Ethan Smith buries it. And the Red Devils down by their biggest deficit at 9 points here in the first half of play. 3:32 to go. Red Devils will have to find some energy here. Boy, a near turnover again. I'm not sure if Lucas and Kareem mixed signals, but it was a good thing that Hillard was behind him. Lucas in the corner. Long range three in the way, good, and the Red Devils needed that right there. Lucas now with 5, and the Red Devils back to within 6. Spartan basketball, the drive, off-balance shot, and good. That is Clay Garrison. Garrison having a big first half. Here is Lucas. Hillard, three-pointer on the way. That one's too hard, and the rebound underneath by the 6'7" junior Brown. Here's Noah Belt. Wicks. Shot fake, the drive, and left-hand layup no good. Brown with the offensive rebound, put back, yes. Red Devils didn't rebound there, and they got hurt by Jacob Brown, and the Red Devils need to get a timeout. 2:25 to go here in the first half, and the Red Devils trail it 23-13 on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard.
Hello, my name is Kyle Schwarzkopf. I'm the manager of Kyle's National Road Auto, in business in Richmond since 1979. We employ ASE certified technicians, and we have over 80 years of experience. We work on all domestics and most European and Japanese cars. Give us a call at 966-1555. Kyle's National Road Auto Service. My name is Kyle Schwarzkopf, and I approve this message.
Halftime coming up. All the family members and those that will be with us here tonight will be celebrating the 7 coaches that have been selected for the Richmond High School Coaches Hall of Fame. And we will have that for you right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports. Well, the Red Devils needed to get a timeout. Their biggest deficit is sitting at 10. Richmond basketball. We mentioned Raphael Dean is checked into the lineup. He wears number 15. That is Hillard on the drive baseline. Lucas feeds it inside, and wide open is Raphael Dean to lay it in. And Raphael gets his first 2 points of the ball game. And the Red Devils down by 8. Under 2 minutes remaining. Spartan basketball around the perimeter. And a traveling call, that'll be Garrison. 5th turnover now by the Spartans. So Richmond unofficially with 6, Connersville with 5. Once they get we may not even take a break for halftime. We'll kind of wait and see how this plays out. Here's Lucas, the jumper on the way, no good. Lucas just inside the three-point line, I believe. In fact, he may have been right on the three-point line. Garrison, so the Red Devils one and done in that possession. This is Noah Belt. Off the screen low is Wicks. By the way, the big guy, Jacob Brown, setting a couple of screens opposite of the play. Raphael Dean at about 6'3", undersized by 4 inches. Spartan basketball again, 1:13 to go. They would be probably very happy to run this first half out and not give the Red Devils a chance to score again. That's Belt. Here's Wicks. Baseline for Logan, nothing there. And under a minute remaining. All the families gathering right underneath us. Families including Dick Baumgartner, Dave Bowers, John Cate, Hub Etchison, George Griffith, Charlie Hilton, and Joe Mooring. 37 seconds remaining. However this turns out, the Red Devils are going to go into the locker room trailing here at halftime. And as I said a little bit ago, Connersville very happy just to run the clock down and make Richmond play defense. Here's Dylan Logan, back out to Garrison. Red Devils extend that defense as they pick up above the three-point line. This is Noah Belt. Brown with the screen. Belt stops. The roll by Brown, and they throw it away. 6 turnovers by Connersville. You know what the thing is that Brown didn't roll the right way. You got to roll with the basketball, not against the basketball. So now the Red Devils, 3 seconds to go. Here's Lucas. Three-pointer on the way. Can't get it to go. We will make it to halftime. Hey, we're going to take a quick break. And I said we weren't going to, but I think it'll take a second for them to get everybody going. And then we will have the halftime festivities coming up in a moment right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports. Halftime score on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Connersville 23, Richmond 15. This is Richmond basketball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Little Sheba's Restaurant and Zini's Place. Come join us in Richmond at 175 Fort Wayne Avenue or at our newest location in Centerville at 129 East Main Street. Grab one of our gourmet pizzas, a deluxe sandwich, steak or fresh salad, and an ice-cold beer or your favorite wine. Featuring live music every Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday, plus more in our smoke-free environment. 10% discount with a valid student ID. It's better than being home. Mancino's is family-friendly, serving fresh grinders, pizza, pasta, and salads daily. They serve great food priced for family budgets. And whether it's one of their homemade grinders, salads, or pizza, there's sure to be something for everyone in your family. Our baking process may cost a little more and take more time, but the end result of freshness and flavor make the real difference in all of Mancino's award-winning products. Mancino's of Richmond. Give them a call at 966-1161 or go to their website, mancinosofrichmond.com.
We are back here at the Tiernan Center, and we are awaiting the festivities again for the Hall of Fame. We will have all of it for you coming up here in just a couple of moments, so stay tuned for that. And let's go ahead while we have a moment and go to our public address announcer and let you hear the festivities as our Hall of Fame class will be introduced here tonight.
And 7 different decades. Richmond High School is both proud and honored to recognize these outstanding coaches. Presenting the plaques, which will hang in the Tiernan Center lobby after this evening, will be Superintendent Dr. Todd Terrell and RHS Principal Ray Wolpe. First up, Coach Dick Baumgartner. Coach Baumgartner is represented tonight by his wife Barbara and children Rhett, Rick, and Stacy. Coach Baumgartner built the winningest boys basketball record in Richmond High School history with 234 victories and 8 regional titles from 1965 to 1977. Coach Dick Baumgartner. Coach Dave Bowers. Coach Bowers is represented tonight by his wife Pat and children Kelly, Craig, Kevin, and Kyle. Coach Bowers won 9 NCC championships in cross country and 8 in track in the 1970s and 80s. He finished second in the state in track in 1973. Coach Dave Bowers. Coach John Cate. Coach Cate is joined by his wife Cindy, sons Johnny, Brian, Randy, and a whole lot of his family. Coach Cate won 285 games, 12 sectionals, 8 regionals, and led 2 teams to the Final Four as baseball coach in 2 different stints from 1986 to 2008. Coach John Cate. Coach Hub Etchison. Coach Etchison is represented tonight by his goddaughter, Sandy Rao. Coach Etchison won 181 games and 2 mythical state championships. He also put together 5 undefeated seasons as football coach from 1953 to 1977. Coach Hub Etchison. Coach George Griffith. Coach Griffith is joined by his wife, Ann. He led the Red Devils to the 1985 and 1987 state championship games, as well as the 1992 state championship in basketball. Coach George Griffith. Coach Charlie Hilton. Coach Hilton tonight is represented by his daughter, Carol Hilton McKiernan. Coach Hilton won a share of the state wrestling championship in 1958 and won multiple North Central Conference titles in track, wrestling, and cross country. He was also a longtime RHS athletic director, Coach Charlie Hilton. Coach Joe Mooring. Coach Mooring is represented tonight by his children, Lori and David. Coach Mooring led the boys golf team to state championships in 1993, 1996, and 1997, and led the girls golf team to a state runner-up title in 2008. Coach Joe Mooring.
Well, there you have it. Those are the 7 selected. As we mentioned, Dick Baumgartner, along with Dave Bowers, John Cade, Hub Etchison, George Griffith, Charlie Hilton, and Joe Mooring. And, of course, as you see, family and friends of all of those that are still with us and those that have passed along. In fact, Dick Baumgartner, Bowers, Hub Etchison, Charlie Hilton, and Joe Mooring. So 5 of the 7 have since gone, but not forgotten here as the first class of the High School Hall of Fame here in Richmond. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back. There they are. Your halftime score, Richmond trailing Connersville 23-15. This is Richmond boys basketball right here in Radio Troy Digital Sports.
New Vision Sports is a training program that focuses on the training and improvement of this serious-minded athlete, including all ages and skill levels. From creating customized workout plans to providing ongoing motivation and support, New Vision strives to help you achieve your training goals. Their trainers use a variety of effective workout plans based on your specific goals. New Vision Sports, 977-5831, or go to their website, newvisionsports.com. That's New Vision Sports with a Z.
As an internet service provider, Parallax Systems offers reliable residential high-speed internet service and business service. With a fiber backbone reaching over 150 miles, we have created a multifaceted delivery system. Our dark fiber leasing has proved beneficial to public and private sectors alike. Parallax serves Wayne County and surrounding areas. Parallax Systems, when speed matters, a division of Richmond Power and Light.
For the past 35 years, Van Vliet Insurance has built a reputation of bringing a personal touch. That's because at Van Vliet, it's all about you, your needs, your life, and our town. Along with providing quality coverage to individuals, families, and local businesses, we're proud of our community and the opportunity we have to protect your future within it. Van Vliet Insurance, an Erie Insurance representative. Hometown professionals at work for you.
The Purdue Polytechnic Institute in Richmond is part of a statewide network that offers the same technology degrees available in West Lafayette. The benefit of earning your degree at the Richmond location is that the campus is small enough to provide you with dedicated one-to-one attention while you earn your degree from Purdue University. Purdue Polytechnic of Richmond. Give them a call at 973-8228 or go to their website for more information at polytechnic.purdue.edu.
There's your halftime score. Let's go ahead and get you updated on the first half scoring. It's not going to take a long time because we just don't have a lot of points to tell you about when you're looking at what happened last night. Then tonight, you're talking about just 38 combined. All right, let's start first off with Connersville. They were led by Clay Garrison. He finished with 8 points in the first half. Also 7 points by Noah Belt, 4 points by Ethan Smith, and 4 points by Jacob Brown. Red Devils were led in scoring by Andrew Croft. He finished with 8 points, 5 points by Lucas Croft, and just 2 points by Raphael Dean. Red Devils with 6 turnovers in the first half. Connersville also with 6 turnovers in the first half. I wish I could tell you more. There's just not much more to tell you in this ball game right now. Tonight's game brought to you in part by your Richmond area Subways. Each day of the week, you can get a different 6-inch sub with no artificial flavors or colors. Only $3.50. Every Wednesday, the turkey breast. Thursday, the Italian BMT, and Friday, the tuna. Treat yourself at Subway. 4 locations in Richmond and Hagerstown. Subway, eat fresh. Stay right there. Second half action coming up right here in Radio Troy Digital Sports.
At the Reed Orthopedic Center, our physicians and support team devote themselves to helping you return to a healthy and active lifestyle. Our expertise includes shoulder, elbow, foot, ankle, hand, wrist, hip, and knee injuries, as well as pain management and rehabilitation, and school athletic training programs and sports medicine. We are committed to providing you with the best possible orthopedic treatment that we can. To request an appointment at the Reed Orthopedic Center, call 765-935-8905.
For over 30 years, Reynolds Plumbing has been keeping the Richmond-Wayne County area running. Whether on commercial properties, restaurants, or residential, they've done quality plumbing, heating, and air work for thousands of customers. In a small town, a company like theirs cannot stay in business for as long as they have without being very good at what they do. It's not just about quality work, it's about customer service. If that's the kind of experience you want on your next plumbing or HVAC job, then Reynolds Plumbing has you covered. Call Reynolds Plumbing today at 966-0994. For over a century, Richmond Power & Light has been providing safe, reliable energy to the citizens and businesses of Richmond and the surrounding area. Through their dedicated and talented employees, they are advancing their tradition of exceptional service through new technology, training, and efficiency in everything they do. Richmond Power & Light provides reliable, low-cost energy and technology services in a customer-focused, environmentally responsible, safety-conscious manner. Richmond Power & Light. Together we make powerful partners.
For the past 35 years, Van Vliet Insurance has built a reputation of bringing a personal touch. That's because at Van Vliet, it's all about you, your needs, your life, and our town. Along with providing quality coverage to individuals, families, and local businesses, we're proud of our community and the opportunity we have to protect your future within it. Van Vliet Insurance, an Erie Insurance representative. Hometown professionals at work for you.
Summit Computer Systems is a full-service computer manufacturing and support company founded in 1997. They partner with businesses and individuals to provide computer systems, hardware service, support, design services, high-speed wireless internet, network design, and more. Summit Computers, 1427 Chester Boulevard in Richmond. Give them a call at 939-2120.
All the amenities you want and the convenience you need. Your next apartment is waiting for you at Chester Heights Apartments in Richmond. Chester Heights Apartments come with 1, 2, or 3 bedrooms with central air, inside laundry, swimming pool, and a new regulation-sized volleyball court. Chester Heights also offers convenient access to IU East, Reed Hospital, shopping, restaurants, and more. Call today for specials. Chester Heights Apartments on Chester Boulevard in Richmond, a proud supporter of all Richmond High School athletics.
Today's game is being brought to you by Tri-County Awards in Richmond. Customized awards and quality engraving services. When you come to Tri-County Awards, you'll get nothing but the best customer service. We take pride in our prompt service and easy availability. Celebrate success with a gorgeous medal, trophy, or plaque from Tri-County Awards. We've been crafting awards since 1972. Choose from a wide variety of designs and styles. We're a locally owned and family-operated business. Tri-County Awards, 1001 South East Street in Richmond.
We are back here at the Tiernan Center. Second half action headed your way. 23-15, 8-point lead. The Red Devils battling here tonight. Their offense just not quite in sync as perhaps it was last night and against Marion. Let's see what adjustments will be made by both these ball clubs here in the third quarter. Red Devils coming your way here in this third. It'll be Hillard getting the high screen. Hillard now reversing, and we'll bring it back to Fry. Red Devils didn't see many openings in that first half as Hillard covered up quickly against Wicks. Nothing there on the right wing. Kicked outside once again. Hillard on the drive, gets blocked by Brown and out of bounds. Brown 6'7" inside, and boy, he looks really good. He was a very good player last year, but you can tell much more aggressive this year. And just a junior. Just underway again here in the third. Brown is covering the inbound. That's a 5-second call, and the Red Devils will turn it over. That's going to be number 7 now on Richmond. Connersville had Brown guarding the inbound, and that's a lot to look over if you're only 5'7" and Kareem Jett. And the 5'7" could be even generous. Red Devils going to go a little zone right here. Spartans again with an 8-point lead. I tell you what, they would waste the rest of this game if they could hold the basketball for 15 minutes, and they wouldn't mind winning 23-15. That's Noah Belt. Wicks on the drive, the handoff to Brown. Downtown three by Wicks is no good. And the rebound, Andrew Croft. Hillard across the timeline, back to Croft. Andrew stops. Here's Lucas. Lucas sizing up his defender. Andrew in the corner, the three is short, and the rebound by Jacob Brown. So the Red Devils 2 possessions here in the third quarter and empty on both. Here's Garrison. Again, there's really not much when you look at the offense. There's a drive by Garrison, double teamed. 3-point shot by Logan is no good. Battle for the rebound. Coming away with it will be Jett. Kareem holding on to it. Kareem's going to get fouled as Jordan Fry will fall to the floor. So that's going to put Kareem at the line. So Kareem a chance to get on the board. Now, saying a little bit about the Connersville offense, and we talked with Coach Kalik about this, that they don't run many sets. I mean, it's basically a freelance type offense, which has been successful. Free throw short. And I think they read each other really well. If you don't get it within a certain amount of time, you go screen, you down screen, you cross screen. And they've done it, again, very well. Ethan Smith back in, the 6'3 junior. Second free throw now by Kareem. He will miss them both. The Red Devils have been a pretty good free throw shooting basketball team. 6 minutes remaining. Here's Brown, the kick out. That's Ethan Smith setting the screen now for Noah Belt. Here's another three on the way. That's no good. Long rebound and saved by Brown, but saved to Jett. Jett will find Hillard. Hillard, nothing there. Will bring it back into the corner now. And they'll post up down low. Little jump hook is no good. As coming up empty, Jordan Fry. Red Devils still scoreless, 5:32 to go. Neither team has been able to draw now here in the quarter, and we've got a whistle and a foul against Richmond. Lucas Croft will pick up the foul for Lucas. That is his first. Well, the Red Devils, again, you kind of knew coming in what you were up against. You knew that Connersville was going to be very deliberate. They're not going to be what you saw last night. They're not going to be the kind of team that'll get up and down the floor with you. They'll be happy to play in the 40s and happy to play in the half court. And they don't need to get up 60 shots in a game. Garrison. Good look again at Ethan Smith. And if you're a Connersville fan and you like just good fundamental basketball, this is what you're going to get. If you want somebody to get up and down the floor, you're not going to get that. Short jumper, no good. Noah Belt there to put it back off the miss from Ethan Smith. Now the Red Devils down by 10. Smith, by the way, with 6 points. And we've got a moving screen on Richmond. They're going to get Lucas Croft. That'll be the 8th turnover now by the Red Devils. And Fry is coming out and into the ball game for the first time tonight. Marquise Thomas off a 16-point performance last night. So Marquise in the ball game. Garrison with a crossover. Backdoor cut, nothing there. This is Smith once again. That is the big fella Brown posting up underneath, but a double team coming from the backside. Kareem Jett able to get a hand on it and knock that one out of bounds. 4:17 remaining now here in the third. Ball tipped off the inbound as Marquise Thomas able to get a hand on it. There is Belt. Fadeaway jumper good. And the Red Devils down by 12. Boy, Belt, you can really tell he has taken over the leadership role on this basketball team for the Spartans. Been on the varsity for 4 years. Red Devil basketball, Lucas on the drive, off the glass and good. It was a hard 2, and he earned every bit of it. Lucas now with 7, averaging over 20 points per game coming in. 3.5 minutes remaining, and we've got a foul call as both players hard to the floor, and Kareem Jett's going to pick up the foul. So Kareem will pick up his first. Team foul number 3 now on the Red Devils, and Brown is coming out as the Spartans go back to their bench once again. Coming into their lineup, number 24, Colton Sullenbarger. Colton is a 6'3 junior. He wears number 24, so Sullenbarger into the ball game for the first time. Ball is Richmond really amping up the pressure, and that's going to force a turnover. 7 turnovers by Connersville. I don't think they were expecting the Red Devils to go as hard as they did right there, but Richmond's trying to get some offense going, and if that means turning up the heat a little bit on defense, they're going to have to do it. Still down by 10 with 3:09 to go here in the third quarter. Lucas trying to get an opening as he's guarded there by Ethan Smith. Here is the shot on the way by Hillard, no good. Battle for the loose basketball. There is, I tell you what. Marquise Thomas got the rebound, expecting Lucas Croft to go to the basket, and they throw it away. Turnover number 9 now on Richmond. Boy, how big would that have been? I know it would have gotten the Red Devils back to within 8, but that would have been a huge lift for Richmond. Connersville basketball. Noah Belt works at left wing. There's Garrison once again. Ethan Smith at the top. Boy, nice move to the baseline, and a block by Lucas Croft on the attempt by Noah Belt, and here's Andrew back the other way to lay it in. So the Red Devils using that defense and the block underneath by Lucas Croft. And he had 3 or 4 blocks last night as he played down in the low post on defense. Red Devils down 27-19. 2:13 remaining. Connersville basketball. Sullenbarger gives up the basketball and once again into the hands of Wicks. And a foul called against Kareem Jett. Red Devil crowd, they thought it was a push-off. One thing you like to hear here at the Tiernan Center, a very good crowd here tonight. Not only with the Hall of Fame coaches being introduced here tonight and their introduction into the Hall of Fame, but fans getting a little more emotional, and that's kind of what this team needs. They play off emotion. You give them a spark, they'll give it back to you. Here's Ethan Smith. You can tell the culture has changed. Smith nearly turns it over, and somehow Wicks will come up with it. Wicks will fire and leave it short. Rebound, Noah Belt. Belt pivots away from the pressure. 1:37 remaining. Connersville getting an offensive rebound. Now Richmond again has ratcheted things up on defense. That baseline shot no good. And the rebound by Andrew Croft. It was Garrison who missed it. Lucas, pull-up shot. No, and yes. Well, that one went out and came back down. And Lucas, the nice touch. 9 points now by Lucas Croft, and the Red Devils down by 6. Connersville with 1:05 remaining here in the third. So far, Connersville only 4 points here in the quarter. Richmond really up in the grill now. They kind of got the message that they're going to have to guard. Ball loose, turnover Connersville. That's number 8. Here come the Red Devils. Hillard driving, leans in, scores. It's a 4-point ball game. Hillard gets his first 2. Hillard going for the steal and over and back. Back-to-back turnovers, and into the lineup now will be Jacob Brown as Richmond really set to make a run here. Only down by 4. And again, it's been the defense that has turned into offense. Red Devil basketball. They look for Lucas on the low block. He'll get pushed away by Smith. Lucas, pull-up hits, three-pointer. Lucas putting his signature early in this season for an Indiana All-Star position. And we've got a whistle and a foul, I do believe, on Richmond. Richmond wanted to travel. And the Richmond crowd, again, really letting the official have it. They didn't agree with that call. Jet just picked up number 3, and Richmond's going to let him play through it. 6.4 remaining here in the quarter. Ball knocked out of bounds by Andrew Croft, and tell you what, energy guy right there. You have right now on the floor 2 big-time energy guys. One of those is Marquise Thomas. The other one is Andrew Croft. Inbound on the sideline. 5 seconds remaining. Connersville basketball. That one is going to be a foul on Richmond. And they're going to get Marquise on the foul, and they're going to send Connersville to the line with 1.5 remaining. Here's Jonah Graham. Boy, that's a huge break there for the Spartans. Back to a 2-point lead. Connersville had it in double digits. Both free throws are good. Richmond at the buzzer. That one just off the side of the backboard by Lucas Croft, and we will head to the fourth quarter, and things have tightened up a lot here at the Tiernan Center on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Red Devils trail it by 3.
Looking for future leaders we can trust and believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Indiana. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It begins by making their grades and being on time for practice. It includes learning to listen, following directions, accepting responsibility, being a good role model. And it's about respect for officials, opponents, the rules, and each other. The result? It transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. High school sports. There's so much more than just a game. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Back at the Tiernan Center as Connersville will have the basketball to begin this final 8 minutes of play. The Red Devils 11 points in the quarter, but they held Connersville to just 6, including just the 2 final free throws of that third quarter. So it'll be Connersville again. Red Devils again guarding in the man-to-man, and again they picked up their defensive intensity. Brown in the corner. Here's a 3 on the way in and out. Rebound Lucas Croft off the miss by Graham. Here is Jet left wing. Screen by Lucas. Red Devils reverse it out front to Hillard. Lucas will give it back. They reset it one more time. Set play right here. Let's see who this will go for. Marquise Thomas receiving and nearly losing it. We call him our Marcus Smart. Tough defender, and guy will get on the floor. And he looks exactly like Marcus Smart. Hillard to Marquise, drives and can't get it to go against Brown as that one rolls off the rim. Pretty good move that time by Marquise Thomas. Red Devils down by 3, Connersville basketball. They're going to make Richmond work for everything here tonight. Red Devils making Connersville work tonight as well now. And we've got what? A 3-second call. So Connersville with their 10th turnover. The Red Devils have 9. A rare 3-second call here tonight. Hillard across the timeline for the Red Devils. 6:39 to go. Hillard picks up his dribble, finds Thomas on the left wing. Back to Hillard once again. Here's Lucas. Lucas guarded out front by Logan. Entry pass Andrew. Now it'll be Jet on the right wing. Jet checked there defensively by Garrison. Well, we thought this would be in the 40s. We may not get there. Coming up on the 6-minute mark. Here's Lucas. 3-pointer short. Didn't get all of his legs into that one. And the rebound, Grant. Of course, he might be a little bit tired too. They played him the entire game and, of course, played a big ball game last night. Here's Brown. Nearly losing it, guarded there by Croft. That's Lucas Croft, who is now gaining the assignment of the bigger players on opposing teams in the man-to-man. Brown out on the high post. Brown on the drive, layup good. I think Lucas thought he was going to pass the basketball and got caught a step off. Red Devils down by 5. Hillard stops. Here's Thomas. Back to Hillard. And once again, Kareem Jet. Lucas wants the basketball and isolate on the near side. Lucas drives, an offensive foul. Uh-oh, be careful, be careful. Don't get a technical. And the official said he pulled up his elbow. So Lucas with his 3rd foul, and the Red Devils now with 10 turnovers. That's a big one right there. And, well, you can't fault Lucas trying to get something going. And sometimes it looks like an offensive foul, sometimes it doesn't. But the official came over to Coach Kalik and said he stuck at his elbow. So it'll be Spartan basketball with over 5 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter. Red Devils down by 5. Here's Garrison. The entry pass and down to Brown. Got 2 defenders in the air and a foul called on who? Andrew. They're going to get Andrew as he went for the block, as did Marquise Thomas. 8th team foul. And we're going to send Brown to the line for the first time. It'll be a 2-shot foul. By the way, Andrew picking up his first, and that first one is good. Lucas, or take that back. Yeah, that was Lucas getting in there and getting mixed up a little bit with a Connersville player, and now the lead to 7. And we've got a whistle, and I'm not sure, does Lucas have some blood on his uniform? I'm not sure where that would have come from or who's got some blood, but if he can get it taken care of, well, they're going to have to get a timeout here. We'll take a timeout as well once they get the situation taken care of for Lucas Croft. We'll see if they can get him back in the ball game here rather quickly. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, the Red Devils down by 7 in the 4th.
Best One Tire and Service has been committed to our partners since 1948. With more than 250 locations in 26 states, Best One puts over 1 million tires on the road every year. Superior tires, expert service, competitive prices. Best One Tire and Service, where the best costs less.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark with Best One of Richmond. Because Best One is one of Bridgestone's largest retailers, we offer exclusive Bridgestone savings. Visit us in Richmond to save on Bridgestone tires today.
After the unexpected, expect us. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance of Fayette, Rush, Union, Decatur, and Shelby counties. Auto, home, life, renters, farm, crop, and business coverage. Coverage you need in a language you know. We take customer satisfaction seriously and don't take a cookie-cutter approach to your coverage. For more information, call 800-723-3276 or go to their website, in.farmbureau.com.
So Luke is out until they get the blood cleaned up wherever it came from, and so the Red Devils will bring, well, Lucas is back in, so that's good news. He is in. Thought maybe they're going to bring Jordan Fry in, but they've kept Lucas. He got that blood cleaned up pretty quick. 4:52 to go. Thomas swings it near side to Kareem. Lucas posting up underneath. Andrew deep in the left corner. And again, the Red Devils work it back outside. This time Andrew posting up against Ethan Smith. Hillard on the drive, nearly lost it. And picked up there by Kareem Jett. These five right here played some minutes, extended minutes here in the fourth quarter, including Marquise Thomas. Connersville likes their defense. Their fans coming alive a little bit here in the fourth quarter. Hillard gives it up now to Andrew. Andrew, now Lucas. Lucas gets the screen, bypasses the screen, and drives in a blocking foul this time. And they're going to call a two-shot foul. And a rather sarcastic round of applause given to the official. Dylan Logan will pick up the foul. That is his first. The Red Devils 8 team fouls. And by the way, 38 straight hit by Lucas Croft. Let's see if he keeps the streak alive. There's 39. Red Devils back to within 6. Will this be 40 in a row right here? This one on the way and good. Now 40. So now the Red Devils down by 5. Jan Clark has always reminded us that's the record. There's a nice drive, and missing the layup is Garrison. Here come the Red Devils, and they give it right back. Holy cow on that one. I tell you what, you were running the floor the way you want to against a team that slows it down. You can't miss that opportunity. We're halfway through the fourth quarter. Red Devils now with 11 turnovers. They had 18 last night. Again, on the drive, Garrison. And that's going to be a travel. Good call as they caught Ethan Smith. 11 turnovers now by the Spartans. .348 to go here in the fourth quarter. Hillard with a basketball, the high screen by Thomas. Hillard, pull-up shot, good, and he's fouled. So Hillard now with 4 and a chance to complete the three-point play. There you see the senior guard. 3:41 to go, and the Spartans are going to call a timeout right here. We will take a timeout as well on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Red Devils trail it by 3.
You've got too much stuff in your house or in your business and nowhere to put it all. What do? Here's the answer. Quaker City Storage in Richmond. Quaker City Storage offers various size units for either short-term or long-term storage. You'll get the best rates in town, and you always have 24-hour lighted access to your stuff. Quaker City Storage on Industrial Parkway next to A House Tool. Quaker City Storage is a proud supporter of all Richmond High School athletics.
Well, Jalen at the line to complete the three-point play here and make this a 2-point ball game. This is the first trip to the line tonight for Hillard. And he will make it a 2-point game. 3:39 remaining. Spartans have only scored 2 points here in the fourth quarter, 8 points in the second half, after scoring 23 in the first half. And that's going to be an offensive foul. They got the big fellow, Jacob Brown, on the moving screen. 12 turnovers now by the Spartans. And now Richmond a chance to tie or take the lead. Hillard at the left elbow, high screen by Thomas. Hillard with a right-hand dribble drive, hands off to Lucas, pulls up from 15, got it, we're tied. Lucas coming up big in the second half for the Red Devils. It's a tie ball game, over 3 minutes remaining. Brown with the high screen with the basketball, Jonah Graham. Graham will find Dylan Logan. Another screen by Brown. Logan stops in the lane. The kick out to Smith. Smith trying to find an opening. By the way, Noah Belt has not scored in the fourth quarter, only 2 points in the second half. 2:44 to go here in the fourth quarter. Connersville works it to the right side. We'll see Fry come back in. Nice spin by Belt, blocked underneath by Andrew. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay here. Noah trying to get the foul call, does not so. Marquise Thomas comes out. He gets a hand from the crowd. Clay Garrison coming back into the ball game, and coming up for the Spartans will be Ethan Smith. 2:36 to go here in the fourth. Connersville off the inbound. Ball thrown, almost thrown away. It was intended for Brown. Good heads-up play there for the Spartans and Clay Garrison. This is Garrison once again near the midcourt circle. This is Noah Belt. Entry pass to Brown. Brown up and under with the left hand, good. He's just so big underneath, and they went right after Jordan Fry. Brown all 4 points for the Spartans here in the fourth quarter. 2:08 to go. Hillard spins, left hand, scoop shot, no good. And the rebound, Noah Belt. That's a pretty good look that time. But nothing there for the Red Devils. Here's Garrison, stops and then travels with it. 13 turnovers now by Connersville. And Connersville says, you know what, we've got a timeout here. Why don't we go ahead and use it? On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. 1:56 remaining. Spartans holding on right now to a 2-point lead right here in Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Mendenhall's True Value in Richmond is your local source for the things you need at home or your business every day. Everything from hardware, tools, carpet cleaner rentals, window and screen repair, lawn and garden supplies, as well as hunting and fishing licenses. It's all in one place at Mendenhall's True Value Hardware, right around the corner at 125 Southwest 5th Street in Richmond. Give them a call for more information at 962-4842.
1:56 to go. 2-point lead for the Spartans. Red Devils' chance now after that latest turnover to come back again and tie this ball game or take the lead. We have seen that movie before just moments ago. Fry is in for the Red Devils. Croft cutting the baseline. Andrew drives and can't get it to go. And we've got a foul on the rebound, and they may have gotten Fry again. And they did. Fry picks up number 2, and that's going to put Jacob Brown at the line. So a 1 and bonus right here, and Brown perfect. Good touch by the big guy. We saw him use that left hand earlier. Back to a 3-point lead. A little surprised they'll run the offense through him a little bit more. Second free throw is good. But you'll see offenses run very much through big guys, much as you used to. 4-point lead. Red Devil basketball. Here's Kareem. Off now to Lucas Croft. He'll nearly draw the double team before giving up the basketball. Fry sets the high screen. 1:20 to go. Fry almost an offensive foul. That shot's no good by Hillard. And now Connersville basketball with 1:13 remaining. Here's Noah Belt. Red Devils from behind nearly get the steal. That's Andrew Croft. Red Devils don't have to foul yet, but everything will be double bonus from here on out for Richmond, as they will be committing their 10th foul. Spartans will just make them come. That's what they want to do, is make them come foul. That's Noah Belt in the corner, and the kick out again. Yeah, you got a foul here now, and there it is by Kareem Jett. Once you got under a minute, you probably needed to start fouling about 6 seconds ago, maybe more. But you're going to put Noah Belt at the line, and Belt is a very, very good free throw shooter. But Belt hasn't been there tonight. Yeah, I don't think it matters. 38-33. Boy, what a loss this would be for the Red Devils after having so much going their way in the win over Marion, the win last night over Tech. We have another timeout on the floor. Red Devils get the timeout right here to be a full timeout. We will take a break as well on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Red Devils down by 6.
Our community. It's where we live. It's where we work. It's where we play. At West End Bank, we're not just in the community, we're a part of the community. And that's why we support over 100 programs for local nonprofits and schools, including our financial literacy program that positively impacts countless students throughout the area. You bank locally, so we give back locally to watch people grow with endless possibilities.
Now 39-33. So now the Red Devils have themselves in a little bit of a bind here in the fourth quarter. It seemed like they got it tied up, and it seemed like everything was starting now to flow their way. And as Connersville will do to you, they just find a way to come back and get the lead. That's what's kind of interesting about this game. The Spartans have only one basket in the fourth quarter, 3 baskets totally in the second half. And yet they lead this ball game by 6. Red Devils will go to Hillard. Hillard guarded by Belt. This is Croft. Lucas spinning off the glass. No. Lucas wanted to foul. No whistle. Now the Red Devils will have to foul again. 30 seconds on the clock. And we have a whistle in the backcourt. Andrew goes to the floor. He'll be fouling Graham. Well, this is tough. As I said a little bit ago, you come off, you play a Marion team, one game to prepare for, you play well. You go again to Tech last night, which again is not an easy game to play just from the standpoint as that free throw's no good. Just from the standpoint as they can be dangerous. They were getting them down the floor, so it isn't like Tech just kind of sat back and said, you know what, we'll let you do what you want, as that free throw is good. But then you come back and try to get your legs for tonight. There's Jet for 3, no good. Andrew, nope, that's going to be Lucas with the rebound. And what do we have here? And there's some frustration, I understand, but Garrison trying to sneak in there and take it away from Lucas. And it's going to be Garrison. And the reason I say that for Lucas is he's a little frustrated because he thought he got fouled a couple of times and no call. So you can understand why he's probably a tad frustrated. 17.5 to go. Off the inbound. And Hillard falls to the floor. The ball goes out of bounds, but it went off the foot of Dylan Logan. And now the Red Devils have 14.4. You're down 3 possessions. You just don't have enough time now, no matter what. Here is Lucas. 3-pointer. Got it. So now it's a 2-possession game. And it's going to be another full timeout. We're going to keep it here. Now what's happening next week is the Red Devils will play Monroe Central on Wednesday here. And then on Friday we will go to Marion, where Richmond will play Fort Wayne Dwenger in the holiday tournament up in Marion. And a reminder, that is a 4:30 tip-off time. Everybody will be out of school at that time, and that'll be our last game before the Christmas break. And then we'll have the Weddick tournament here at the Tiernan Center and at IU East. We'll have only the games here at the Tiernan Center broadcast. So if it's here, we'll have it. So this will be a tough one for the Red Devils to swallow here tonight. 8.9 remaining. Red Devils have to press and foul immediately, and they will. Kareem will get the foul. I know the Red Devils thought maybe he had a chance to grab the basketball, but Kareem will foul out tonight. Kareem, 12 last night, does not score here tonight. So this one is in the books. Again, it's a two-possession game with 7.6. Garrison will put an exclamation point on it right here. Again, it is double bonus. (41-36). Second free throw by Garrison is good. Big free throws down the stretch. 5 seconds remaining. Andrew Croft has his shot blocked by Brown. It goes out of bounds. It'll stay here, and that gets a rise out of the Connersville fans. 1.3 to go. Last possession. Lucas for three and gets it. That'll count. It'll end up being a three-point ball game. But the Red Devils drop a heartbreaker here tonight. After a big win last night, they lose to Connersville here tonight, 42-39. We'll come back and wrap it up in a moment right here in Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Some people are born lucky. Other people take luck into their own hands, avoid stepping on sidewalk cracks, and wouldn't dare walk under a ladder. But whether you were born with luck or make your own, when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance today or visit them online at infarmbureau.com to purchase an auto policy. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
Since 1994, Beach Automotive has provided motorists in the Richmond area with comprehensive auto repair services that include car and truck care, alignment, brakes, tires, engine, transmission, and more. You'll be hard-pressed to find the same level of expertise that our auto mechanic specialists provide. For a high-performing vehicle, trust Beach Automotive. To learn more, call 765-966-8181. Beach Automotive, 110 East Main Street, Richmond.
Big Boys Pizza is now open in Richmond, located at 1015 East Main Street, next door to the Civic Theater. The menu has great sandwiches, pasta, salads, and of course, pizza. Come dine in, carry out, or have your food delivered day or night, at home or at the office. Other locations are in Connersville and Brookville. Bring in a sports ticket after any game and receive 10% off your purchase. Ticket must be dated for the same day as your purchase. Dine in, take out, or delivery, Big Boys Pizza. 765-488-0023.
Well, tough one here tonight for the Red Devils. They lose at 42-39, so the Red Devils have their two-game winning streak snapped here this evening. And, boy, tough one. We thought if this game, and that's what Connersville wanted, they wanted this game in the 40s. They got it in the 40s, and for Richmond, only 39. Here's how the scoring went. First off for Connersville, 11 points by Noah Belt, 10 by Garrison, 10 by Brown, 3 points by Graham, and 6 points by Smith. The Red Devils led by Lucas Croft, 22 points. He had 17 of those in the second half. 10 points by Andrew Croft, 5 by Hillard, 2 by Raphael Dean, and that's it for the Red Devils here tonight. So Richmond now 3-3 on the season. As we mentioned, they will play Wednesday against Monroe Central, and then on Friday we'll travel to Marion. We'll talk with the head coach coming up on Monday. As always, the only place you can hear the head coach on a weekly basis is right here in Radio Troy Digital Sports. Final score, Connersville 42, Richmond 39. Thanks for being with us. This has been Richmond Basketball on Radio Troy Digital Sports.